If you want to completely lose faith in humankind, go grocery shopping at 3 p.m. You'll really find out how many people actually lack spatial awareness. And it's actually kind of insane, bro. The amount of people that'll like leave their cart in the middle of an aisle and look for something and then just like look at you as you're trying to get around it is crazy, bro. And today we got every unwritten rule of life explained in 11 minutes. Let's just go ahead and get this started. You already know the vibes. 1 curse, 3 push-ups. Let's get this going. Yo, I don't chat a lot, but today is my birthday. Hey, the robot man Sebastian. I don't care, it's your birthday, boy. You know how many people's birthday it is today? Get a job. I'm playing. Happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday, bro. Let's get it going.
Venting rule. You're sitting across from them at the coffee shop, half-finished latte between you. Their spoon's been stirring the same spot for 10 minutes. They're not really looking at you, more like through you. And then they say it. I think I'm burning out. It's quiet, no tears, no drama, but you know it took 100 emotional drafts to get to that one sentence. You nod. You want to help. So you do what your brain is wired to do. Solve. Have you tried waking up earlier? That helped me a ton. You say it gently, helpfully, like you're passing them a life jacket, but their face flattens, their eyes retreat, and the silence that follows is heavier than the one before. Here's what just happened. You thought they needed a rescue plan,
but they just wanted to talk about their
what they
problems.
actually needed was someone to sit in the water with them for a minute. This is the venting rule. If someone's opening up, it doesn't mean they're asking you to fix it.
The thing is, that's my immediate response sometimes. Like, if the problem is within my facilities to solve, that's when I do offer solutions. But something I do try to do is I try to be like, yo, do you want to just talk about it or do you want me to like offer solutions? Like, I'll dead ask that. And it's usually easier once you get the option. I mean, once you get the question answered.
It means they're asking, can you hear this without trying to mute it? Can you sit here while I unload what I've been carrying for too long? Not everything broken wants to be repaired. Some things just want to be witnessed. The better move,
True.
do you want advice or do you just want to talk? 9 words.
That right there.
But it shifts the dynamic completely. Now they get to choose. Now you're actually helping by giving them the wheel instead of rerouting the map. And sometimes support looks like strategy. Sometimes it just looks like shutting up and being present. This doesn't mean you don't care. It means you care enough to ask how they want to be cared for. Middle seat rule. You walk into the lecture hall.
The title says no yap, but he's yapping. Bro, I can't say nothing.
7 minutes early. There's that faint pre-class hum. Zippers, whispered catch-ups, the shuffle of bags hitting the floor. The room is mostly empty. Perfect.
Okay.
You spot the sweet spot, middle row, dead center, best acoustics, perfect view, just far enough from the front to avoid eye contact, just close enough to see the slides. You take a step toward it, but then you pause. There's an unspoken pause that only some people feel, the pause that says, if you sit there, you make everyone else climb over you, and you're not here to gatekeep geometry. So you pivot, slide into the aisle seat, second from the end. Not your ideal angle, but it makes sense. You place your bag at your feet. You've just followed one of life's invisible interface rules. This is the social version of UI design. You're not
Oh, it's the same concept of like going to the urinal and not using the urinal right next to someone.
just choosing where you want to sit. You're leaving pathways for others. It's not a written rule, but people who don't follow it, they stand out, and not in a good way. You've seen it. Someone stretches out dead center while the rest of the row is empty, and every person after them has to awkwardly shimmy past, muttering, sorry, while they move their knees 15% to the side and pretend that helps. So why is this a big deal? Because it shows you get it. You understand spatial awareness.
You have spatial. Oh, he said it before I said it.
Social sixth sense most people don't talk about, but everyone subconsciously.
Bro, it's crazy. A lot, bro. If you want to completely lose faith in humankind, go grocery shopping at 3 p.m. You'll really find out how many people actually lack spatial awareness. And it's actually kind of insane, bro. The amount of people that'll like leave their cart in the middle of an aisle and look for something and then just like look at you as you're trying to get around it is crazy, bro. Like the people that'll walk in the middle of parking lots, it's insane, man.
Respects. You're not just a student in a chair, you're a node in a network, and how you position yourself sends a signal. Respect, consideration, quiet intelligence. No one will thank you for it. No one's handing out gold stars for aisle decisions, but someone will slide into that center seat later, bag in one hand, coffee in the other, relieved they don't have to whisper, excuse me, 8 times just to sit down. And they won't know why the day feels smoother, but you will. Don't one-up pain. You're sitting on the floor of your
Ah, yeah,
A
oppression
friend's
Olympics.
apartment, legs crossed, a mug of lukewarm tea in your hands. The lights are dim, not moody, just tired. There's a long pause in the conversation, and you don't rush to. Lights are dim, not
Oh,
moody,
whoops,
just
whoops, wrong
tired.
button.
There's a long pause in the conversation, and you don't rush to fill it. Then they exhale. I've been having a rough time with anxiety lately. The words sit between you both, fragile and unfinished. And your brain starts racing. You remember your own panic attacks. 2019, the insomnia, the chest tightness, the spiral. You feel the urge to say something, to relate, to show them you get it. You open your mouth. Yeah, I had it bad a few years ago. And then you stop, mid-sentence, because something in their face flickers, like the window they cracked open is already closing. This is where the unwritten rule lives. When someone gives you a soft truth, don't step on it to hand them your own.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, sometimes let me think. I don't feel like I do this completely, but I am really big on relatability. So like if someone's like, yo, I've had like a long day today, sometimes I'll say something along the lines of like, yeah, bro, I feel that, man. This life stuff gets hard sometimes, don't it? Like I'll be vague with it. I'll be vague with it. I won't be like, yeah, I'm having a hard day. Bro, me too, bro. I had to stream today. My camera broke, my da 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 da. I don't do that, but like I definitely am like yeah, I feel you, bro. Like it's just been a rough week, huh? Like something like that. I feel like if you ask a question at the end of it, you can kind of say anything. Like anxiety keep on trying me. I feel you. Like I be having my moments too, but like what is it for you? Like you have trouble sleeping, like your hands sweaty. Like I feel like if you do it like that, you can be empathetic. But the people who just like just one up and then don't offer anything else, like that's when it's like
It's not about winning. It's not a comparison game. It's not the Trauma Olympics. They didn't tell you to hear your story. They told you because they needed space for theirs. In that moment, you rewind. Start again. I'm really glad you told me. That sounds exhausting. Want to talk about it or just sit with it? And something shifts. They lean back just a little, like they trust the room again, like you didn't just hear their words. You made room for them. Here's the concept. Empathy isn't matching stories. It's matching emotional.
I'm singing the song from Dochi. Oh, I thought you were commenting about is that whack ass song, bro? I said ass song, by the way.
Tone. If someone hands you a whisper, don't respond with a monologue. If
Oh, I almost sneezed.
someone gives you vulnerability, don't repay it with a spotlight. Just hold the space. That's it. Laugh or lose. You're halfway across the street when it happens. A slight rise in the pavement, the toe of your shoe catches it perfectly. And for one glorious, mortifying second, you're airborne. You don't fall. Not really. It's more of a flail step shuffle, like your body
You have to acknowledge it. You can't pretend nothing happens. You have to acknowledge
briefly forgot how walking works. And now you're standing again. But a small group near the cafe just saw the whole thing. One of them lets out that half laugh people do when they're not sure if it's okay to laugh. And in that split second, your brain flashes two options. Option A, pretend it didn't happen. Stare straight ahead. Keep walking like your kneecaps aren't
You got to just say something.
screaming. Option B, turn back, grin, and say. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I never pursued ballet. You pick option B. The laughter
That millennial dad joke.
shifts. It's with you now, not at you. This is the cheat code no one teaches you.
Fall into a push.
If you make the joke, no one else can weaponize it. That flubbed word,
Bro, the reason, bro, my back and my knee hurt from playing basketball. That sucks because I would have definitely done a bit where I played it off into push-ups, but like, let me see if I can do it. Bro, my stuff hurts still. Hold up. Oh, frick. Can I do it? Let's see. Oh, no. Yeah, no, I can't do it. No, I can't do it. No, I can't. Yeah, that was bad. Yeah, I'm barefoot because I didn't want to put on socks because my joint hurt, bro. Yeah. Go get your walker. Bro, I can do push-ups. I'm just hurt today. Y'all have seen me. All right, bro.
that voice crack, that misstep. When you beat others to the punchline, you don't just diffuse tension. You reclaim
Go get your crutches. Shut up.
control. Because laughing at
What's
yourself
good,
doesn't
Cake
make you
Star?
small. It makes you safe. You become the person people relax around. The one who's too confident to pretend perfection. The one who reminds everyone else that we're all just trying to stay upright on uneven pavement. It's not weakness. It's a social recovery system. A soft
Okay.
shield of self-awareness that makes your reputation resilient. People don't remember the stumble. They remember the delivery. Don't hate them. You're gripping the steering wheel just a little tighter than usual. The sun is too bright, the radio is too loud, and the traffic isn't moving. It's that kind of day. The kind where every minute feels like it's personally attacking you. You inch forward half a car length.
This one might hit for me, bro, because like bro, I'm so impatient when it comes to commuting, bro. I hate long commutes. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I get so tight in this situation, especially because Austin traffic is just so freaking bad.
Savoring the small victory. And then you see them. The car, 2 lanes over, blinker flashing, nose edging out like a guilty kid sneaking out of detention. They want in. You feel it immediately, that spike of irritation. You did everything right. You merged early.
It's such an annoying situation. 9 times out of 10, I'm letting him in. 9 times out of 10, I'm letting him in. But there is that 1% of the time where I'm just like, OD tight and I don't let him. But nine times out of 10. Because, like, you can't really do anything. You can't really do anything.
You waited. You played by the rules. And here they are, trying to skip the queue. Your foot hovers over the gas. You could close the gap. You could teach them a lesson. You could win this tiny, meaningless battle. Instead, you breathe out through your nose. Ease off the pedal. Let them in. It's not because you're weak. It's not because you're a pushover. It's because somewhere deep in your social programming, you know. This is the unspoken rule. We all have to take turns. Even when it feels unfair. Even when the system glitches. Even when someone jumps ahead and smiles that sheepish, self-forgiving smile. You're not letting them win. You're letting the whole messy, fragile, impatient system keep running another.
Mango mad as hell. Nah, F them. Speed up. Bro, bro. The thing is, I'll never do it for like, here. I do it for sedans. I don't do it for trucks. I don't. I don't want, because I don't like having, my car is low to the ground, bro. I don't like having trucks in front of me because I can't see anything. I can't see. I'll do a sedan. I'll do a compact car. I'll do a hatchback. I'm not doing a truck. I'm not doing an 18-wheeler. I'm not doing a van. I'm not doing an SUV. Swear.
Their day. Traffic isn't about fairness. It's about trusting that small acts of civility keep the whole simulation from collapsing. One less horn blaring, one less middle finger flying, one less adrenaline spike you'll regret later. You're not giving up. You're choosing peace over pettiness. And when you zoom out, you realize that's not weakness. That's civil engineering on a human level. One tiny mercy at a time. Spot the quiet one. You're at a party you almost didn't come to. The room hums with low conversation, the smell of cheap wine, the clink of glasses. You're wedged into a half circle of people swapping stories about bad bosses and worse Tinder dates.
Okay.
You laugh at the right times, nod when you're supposed to, you're in. Then, out of the corner of your eye, you see them, standing by the snack table, plastic cup in hand, smiling politely at nothing. And you feel it, that subtle, sharp pang. They're playing single-player mode in a multiplayer lobby. You could ignore it. You could stay tucked in your warm little orbit. But something in you glitches, a small, stubborn impulse to rewrite the scene. So you shift, nothing dramatic, just enough. You angle your shoulder outward, open the circle by one person's width. Someone else cracks a joke. You laugh, then glance toward the person by the table, as if inviting them into the ripple of the moment. And just like that, they step forward. No fanfare. No, hey everyone, this is Sam. They looked super lonely. You don't spotlight them. You make space for them to arrive at the...
That's scary. Minus 10,000 aura. All right, bro. Y'all wouldn't say hi if like you saw me at a, you look like a. All right, bro. All right, bro. Okay, bro. Uncle Limpin, bro. My knee hurts, dude. My knee hurts bad. It's not just my knee; it's my lower back.
Their own speed. This is one of the unwritten rules that never makes it into etiquette books. Inclusion isn't about announcing belonging. It's about quietly designing it. A slight shift in your body language, a stray smile tossed like a rope, a question simple enough to answer without fear. Hey, how do you know everyone here? What's the best snack so far? Small doors, unlocked, silently. You don't rescue.
Go get your ibuprofen. I don't like using ibuprofen for body pain. I don't know. I like to just feel out body. Now, headache, that's different. I'm ibuprofen in the heck out of that. But body pain? Nah, I don't need it.
Anyone. You just make it less lonely than it had to be. And later, they won't remember exactly what you said, but they'll remember how it felt, like being seen without being exposed. Kind versus kinder. You're sitting on the floor of your bedroom staring at a half-eaten sandwich. You didn't mean to spiral today. Didn't
Why do you have a half-eaten sandwich in your bed?
mean for the simple plan. Get up, get dressed, act normal, to glitch out somewhere between socks and breakfast. Your phone buzzes. You don't want to look. You already know what it says. Hey, let me know if you need anything. You blink at it. Thumb hovers over the keyboard. What would you even ask for? You can barely figure out what you need yourself. It's like someone threw you a life raft, but left you tied up on the deck. You don't answer, not because you don't care, but because even answering feels like work. Later,
That is so real.
another message comes. Different friend. Want to talk this weekend? No pressure? I'm grabbing groceries. Can I
Oh
drop
my
anything
God,
off
that's
at your
so
door?
real.
Found that playlist you loved? Want me to send it again? You just stare at the screen for a minute, breathing a little slower than before. Because there it is. An open door you don't have to knock on. No choosing. No explaining. Just yes or no. No shame attached either way. And suddenly you realize help isn't just about offering. It's about reducing the friction. Let me know if you need anything is kindness. It's caring. It's sincere. But here's what I can do.
Oh, but offering something, that's not bad.
Is activation. It's the difference between saying, good luck out there, and here, take this torch. You're going to need it. When someone's in crisis, decision
That's actually good. That's actually a good one.
making feels like hacking a locked system with wet gloves. Even simple tasks splinter into impossible choices. The best help is help that doesn't require a roadmap to accept.
Because now they don't have to ask for anything. All they had to do is say yes or no.
You answer the second friend. Simple. Yes, please. 2 words. But inside, it feels like winning a boss battle you thought you'd have to solo. Terrible timing. You're sitting across from your friend at a little table outside a coffee shop. Empty mugs, half-finished muffins, the kind of lazy, golden hour conversation that's already starting to dissolve into goodbye. They glance at their phone, smile a little apologetically. I should head out in a minute. You nod. You both know this moment. The winding down, the soft closing credits. And then it happens. A thought that's been buzzing at the back of your mind all afternoon finally demands a voice. Hey, wait, did you ever forgive your dad for that thing? Your friend's smile freezes, just slightly. Their hand hovers over their bag.
Oh, bad. Yeah, that's crazy. What?
Now they have to choose. Stay longer than they meant to, spiraling into a topic they weren't ready to reopen. Or leave, feeling like they just slammed a door on something huge. Neither option feels good for either of you. Here's the thing you didn't realize in that moment. Timing matters almost as much as intention. You weren't wrong to care, you weren't wrong to wonder, but there's an unwritten rule in real-life dialogue. Don't start new chapters when the credits are already rolling. When someone signals they're about to leave, their brain starts to close the session. They're packing up, not just physically, but emotionally. Their energy dips into wrap-up mode, focusing on next steps, transitions, logistics. If you drop a heavy question then, it hits harder. It demands energy they've already mentally logged out of. It feels like opening a complicated software program after you've already shut down the computer. And most of the time, they won't even realize why it feels bad. They'll just remember the discomfort, the heaviness. The better move? Plant the seed earlier. Start deep when the room is open, not when the door's closing, when you have space to follow the emotion, when you can actually sit with the answer instead of rushing past it. You pack up your bag, walk home with the slight sting of regret buzzing in your chest. Next time, you promise yourself, save the big questions for chapter 1, not the epilogue. Because emotional timing isn't about censorship, it's about care. Knowing when someone has enough room to actually meet you there.
Huh. That was a solid video. I really like the tip about offering people help. That was actually a very calm tip. I'm not gonna lie. Hey man, that's gonna be the video. Hope you guys liked it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's gonna be it from me. Peace.